How did you feel listening to this song? Did it cause you to tear up, feel sad, miss the incorrect secular calculation of the Gregorian calendar? Did you feel some kind of way knowing that the solar year 2024 has ended? When the solar year of 2025 comes to an end, you will go through the same human emotions. What did you feel when you heard this old Scottish poem/song? Tradition, lies, and religion has brainwashed a good portion of the world. As the scriptures say, all the world lies in the wicked one. Yohanan 5:19. Of course, as it goes, when truth clashes with lies, this song that most of the world and Christians sing is not only dishonorable to the Most High, but serves Hashatan. Let me explain.
Hear the word which Yahuwah speaks to you, O house of Israel. Thus said Yahuwah, do not learn the way of the nations, and do not be awed by the signs of the heavens, for the nations are awed by them. For the laws of these peoples are worthless, for one cuts a tree from the forest.
Typically, this decree from the Most High is cited when referring to the evergreen tree, decked out with gold and silver and made into a pagan Christmas tree, a term that did not exist in the 6th century BC. However, this refers more than just a tree, but rather all the ways of the nations in comparison to the way of the Most High. As you know by now, the Most High commanded Israel to keep his Moedim and to reject the celebrations of the heathen. The New Year celebration falls within the same category as the ways of the nations. But if that verse is not good enough for you, consider the words of Shaul. But now, after you have known Elohim, or rather are known by Elohim, how do you turn again to the weak and poor elementary matters, to which you wish to be enslaved again? You closely observe days and months and seasons and years. Galatians 4:9 and 10. January the 1st of every new year is wrong. The reason this title is correct is because research coupled with biblical precept make it wrong. Horologists may perhaps be one of the subject matter experts on time, but a historian understands the chronology of marking time and creating calendars. This video reveals the following facts: the original calendar system, the change of the original calendar system, the effects of changing the original calendar system, the need to return to the original calendar system. Listen, if you make New Year's resolutions, and if your pastor encourages you to do so, and you attend watch night service, you are displeasing the Most High with every word you speak, because he said,
Do not worry then, saying, what shall we eat? Or what shall we drink? Or what shall we wear? For all these the nations seek for, and your heavenly Father knows that you need all these things. But seek first the reign of Elohim and his righteousness, and all these shall be added to you. Do not then worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow shall have its own worries. Each day has enough evil of itself. Matthew chapter 6, verses 31 through 34.
Chapter 14. New Year's Day, cousin to Christmas. The observance of New Year's Day cannot take place without having feasted on Christmas Day through the remainder of the year. The world by and large observes the Gregorian calendar and leaps from one pagan practice directly into another pagan practice, all in the name of a false god. The thing is, most people do not realize that the God they are thanking and the God they are praying to is completely opposed to the Elohim of the scriptures. January 1 of each year is just as pagan, if not more than December 25th of each year. The Gregorian calendar, calculated and instituted by Pope Gregory XIII in 1582 AD, gradually eliminated the Julian calendar of Julius Caesar. The Julian calendar is based on a lunar system, whereas the Gregorian calendar is based on a solar system. The difference being the phases of the moon versus the phases of the sun. The reference of the sun is closely tied to sun worshiping, which is the revival of sun worshiping practiced by the ancient Roman Catholic Church. This is no coincidence, for the Roman Catholic Church has shaped and defined Christianity ever since the days of Flavius Constantine. Every Christian practice down to Sunday worship was born and decreed to be Christian during the multitude councils that convened all the way through the 21st century. The original Julian calendar was basically a 10-month calendar system beginning with March. Each secular month is connected with ancient Roman gods and goddesses. Some months incorporate a number system from September through December, representing the numbers 7, 8, 9, and 10. September from the word septem, 7, because it was the 7th month in the old Roman calendar. October from the word octo, 8, because it was the 8th month in the old Roman calendar. November from the word ovum, 9, because it was the 9th month in the old Roman calendar. And December from the word decim, 10, because it was the 10th month in the old Roman calendar. March through August are reflective of ancient Roman gods and goddesses: Mars, Aphrodite, Maia, Juno, with the exception of Julius Caesar and Emperor Augustus. Additionally, the name of the days of the week are also of pagan origin, as the entire ancient Roman system of architecture, Senate structure, months of the years, and days of the week have strong foundations of paganism. The name Sunday, which is Sun's Day. Monday represents the day of the moon. Tuesday is Twas or Tivo, a Roman war god. Wednesday is Woden's Day, connected with the planet Mercury. Thursday is the Roman god Thor's Day. And Friday is the goddess Freya, the goddess of love and fertility. Saturday is associated with Saturn's Day. When it comes to marking time on the Gregorian calendar, we are always faced with the fact of the many changes made in the calendar. There were two monumental changes with the calendar in use today. The transition from the Julian calendar to the Gregorian occurred in the years 1582 AD and 1752 AD. I am not a subject matter expert when it comes to timeline of seconds, minutes, and hours in relation to the solar calendar system. But I do understand when changes are made to anything, the foundation of that thing is restructured. What used to be one way is no longer that way, and when a new way has been introduced, essentially, that changes everything involved. The year 1582 AD began the slow process of switching to the Gregorian calendar. What originally was the new year on March 25th would change to January 1 in the years to follow. On October the 4th, 1582, in the Gregorian calendar, the next day was October the 15th, 1582, effectively removing 10 days overnight in the scheme of man marking time. But the switch to the Gregorian calendar was not yet complete. 170 years later, the Gregorian calendar would undergo another monumental change. The British Calendar Act of 1750 would officially change the new year from March the 25th to January the 1st. The new calendar, or new style, as it was termed, would not take effect until 2 years following the act. January 1, 1752, marked the beginning of the new style calendar. Additionally, in September of that same year, the day following September the 2nd was September the 14th, a repeat performance of the year 1582 of removing 11 days from the calendar, all in an attempt to correct the calendar in relation to the birth of Christ.